Continuing the story from the first film, after members of the six great sects are captured and imprisoned by Zhao Min in a pagoda filled with death traps, Wuji and the Ming sect elders devise a plan to free them. Wuji sets off first with the Green Bat King, who possesses the supreme lightness technique. Meanwhile, young Xiao, the white-browed Eagle King, and Xiao Zhao follow. Meanwhile, Zhao Min returns to the palace to report to her father, King Lu Yong, that her mission to capture Lord Zhong Sanfeng has failed. This failure was caused by the emergence of a young warrior named Zhang Wuji, who wielded the dragon-slaying Saber. In Wuji's hands, the saber displayed powers that surpassed even a Mai chief's heavenly sword. In front of King Lu Yang, Chang Kun deliberately belittled Zhao Min. However, Zhao Min had already prepared another plan to make up for her failure, deliberately inviting Wuji to the capital. This way, she could more easily trap him, destroy him, and seize the dragon-slaying saber. After the meeting concluded, Zhao Min's master, Fan Yao, reported that of the six white sects, only the Wudang and Ame sects remained unclaimed, as well as the Shaolin sect's Golden Bell Shield, which Cheng Kun had claimed was unaccounted for. To seize the Ame sect, Zhao Min ordered Zhiruo, Mie Jui's favorite disciple, brought before him. When Zhao Min finally faced Zhao Zhiruo, she began to investigate Zhao Wuji's weaknesses. She wondered how the powerful Wuji could be so easily struck by Zhao Zhiruo's sword, even though even Zhao Zhiruo's teacher, Mi Jue, couldn't defeat him. Zhao Min then forced Zhao Zhiruo to demonstrate her Imei sword technique. If Zhiruo didn't want to do it, then Zhao Min threatened to slash her face so that Wuji wouldn't like her anymore. However, just at that moment, Zhao Wuji and the Green Bat King appeared to rescue Zhao Zhiruo. Wuji sincerely explained that he had come because Zhiruo was his childhood friend. However, when Wuji tried to take Zhiruo away, Zhiruo refused. She felt uneasy leaving her teacher alone. Hearing this, Wuji fell silent. He eventually left with the Green Bat King, while Fan Yao, on Zhao Min's orders, immediately pursued them to intercept and attack. After the short fight ended, a big secret was revealed. It turned out that Fan Yao was actually a member of the Ming sect who had disguised himself and infiltrated the government. He did this based on the previous Ming sect leader's orders. However, after learning that Cheng Kun had incited the king to destroy the entire school, Fan Yao made a new decision. He chose to pretend to be allied with the kingdom so he could investigate their evil plans more deeply and look for opportunities to expose them. Fan Yao also explained that the six great sects had been struck by a weakening poison, and the antidote was held by only two Xuanming elders, Han Chen and Lu Zhangke. Knowing their weakness, Fan Yao finally used a strategy to seize the antidote. He trapped the two elders with wine and women then used the opportunity to pressure them into releasing his wife and child, Minjie and Zhuo. However, it turned out to be all just a ruse by Fan Yao. At the same time, Wuji and Zhao Min met at a place to discuss matters. There, Zhao Min stated that she did not wish to continue the conflict and promised to release the 6 great sects if Wuji would persuade them to submit to the kingdom. However, when Wuji refused, Zhao Min instead tempted him by revealing her true feelings. Afterward, Zhao Min demanded one of Wuji's 2 remaining promises, to borrow the dragon-slaying saber, even if only for a few hours. Zhao Min explained to Wuji that, according to martial arts legend, a profound secret lurks behind these 2 relics. To date, neither Mie Jue nor the Golden Lion King Jie Shun has been able to discover it. The heavenly sword is now in Zhao Min's possession, while the dragon-slaying saber is in Wuji's possession. Therefore, Zhao Min believes this is the best opportunity for the 2 of them to work together to discover these secrets. However, even though Wuji now holds the dragon-slaying saber, he must first seek permission from his adopted father, the Golden Lion King Jie Shun. Moving to the pagoda, Shuangming elder Han Qin fell into Fan Yao's trap by bringing Miju and Zhuo together. However, in the prison, Miju did something unexpected. She handed over the position of Imei sect leader to Zhuo. However, before handing over the position, Miju, who deeply hated Wuji, made Zhuo swear an oath. If she ever fell in love with Wuji, let alone married him, Zhuo and her descendants would be filled with misery. After Zhuo took the oath, she officially became Imei sect leader. Miju then revealed a great secret of the Imei sect. It turned out that the secret was not a technique or a scripture, but rather a way to discover the profound secret hidden within the heavenly sword and dragon-slaying saber. While Han Shan was distracted by a woman, Fan Yao managed to snatch the antidote from him. The medicine was then administered to all the prisoners, including Miju and Zhiruo. However, just as Fan Yao had completed his task, imperial troops, led by Zhao Nin's older brother, arrived. He immediately ordered the pagoda to be burned, along with everyone inside. Lu Zhangke knew that his brother was still upstairs with the woman Fan Yao brought. He requested that the pagoda not be burned yet. However, his request was rejected, so he was determined to enter the pagoda and fight the troops who prevented him. With the base of the pagoda already engulfed in flames, everyone could only flee to the upper floors.
As the flames nearly reached the top of the pagoda, Zhang Wuji arrived and made a suggestion. The hostages would jump, and he would capture them using the Great Heaven and Earth Shift technique, while the other Ming Sect elders attempted to hold off the royal forces as a distraction. Unfortunately, with only 2 people left to rescue, Miejue and Liu Qi, the two engaged in a mid-air battle. Wuji attempted to help Miejue, but his assistance was rejected. Ultimately, both of them were died.
After the rescue of all 6 sects, Zhao Min was scolded by her father for the futility of her plan. As punishment for her failure, King Lu Yang ultimately transferred all of Zhao Min's authority and privileges to Cheng Kun. Furthermore, Zhao Min was forbidden from interfering in royal affairs. That night, while Zhao Min was in deep sorrow, Zhang Wuji came to comfort her and fulfilled their promise. Wuji invited her to go with him to Ice and Fire Island to meet the Golden Lion King, Xie Shun, to request permission to borrow the dragon-slain Saber. Hearing Wuji's words, Zhao Min's sadness instantly vanished, and she brightened up, especially when she saw his attentiveness amidst the cold weather. However, while the two spent time together, there was one girl who secretly felt sad, Xiao Zhao. Deep down, Xiao Zhao had actually long liked Wuji. At the same time, Zhao Min and Wuji heard a voice which turned out to be a secret code from Yi Sect. Out of curiosity, they both decided to follow the sound. When they arrived at the place, they found a dispute between Zhou Zhiruo and her senior apprentice, Min Ting. Seeing that Zhiruo was about to lose, they stepped in to help her. Zhao Min told Wuji to disguise himself as his warrior and defeat Yimai's disciples. After that, Zhao Min forced Zhiruo to drink poison as a condition in exchange for the freedom of all her fellow sisters. The next morning, Zhou Zhiruo awoke to find herself on a boat with Zhao Min, Wu Qi, and Xiao Zhao. It turned out that the previous night's events were merely a play put on by Zhao Min to avoid interfering too much and to avoid further misunderstandings with MI Sect. Because Zhou Zhiruo refused to return home, Wu Qi invited her along to meet the Golden Lion King Xie Shun on Ice and Fire Island.
As soon as the four of them arrived on Ice and Fire Island, they heard the screams of the Golden Lion King Shi Sun, who appeared to be tied up. However, just as Wuji was about to help, it turned out that the figure was not Shi Sun, but a trap set up by the three Persian messengers, who immediately attacked Wuji on the orders of a mysterious woman. When Wuji became overwhelmed and asked Xiao Zhao for the dragon-slaying saber, Xiao Zhao unexpectedly betrayed him. She went to meet the mysterious woman who turned out to be her own mother. Apparently, Xiao Zhao's mother was the Persian saint maiden of the Persian Ming Sect, a holy figure who had a very high position in the Persian Ming Sect, even higher than Zhang Wuji, because at that time, Persia was the center of the Ming Sect.
The three strange weapons carried by the messengers were uniquely Persian. These were sacred fire weapons, the most powerful heirlooms of the Persian Ming Sect, made of pure gold. Xiao Zhao was originally tasked with helping his mother recover the Ming Sect's ultimate technique, the Great Heaven and Earth Shift. This technique was thought to have been lost long ago. However, since Xiao Zhao was unable to obtain it, his mother targeted the dragon-slaying saber, hoping to exchange it for Zhang Wuji's Hinagover. Zhang Wuji was given a short time to make a decision. If he didn't hand it over, the Persian Ming Sect's ships would fire cannons at the island.
Zhang Wuji then met his adoptive father, the Golden Lion King Xie Shun, in a cave. To confirm his identity, Xie Shun asked Wuji to perform his signature technique, the Lion's Roar. Convinced that Wuji was indeed his adopted son, Xie Shun confirmed that Xiao Zhao's mother was indeed the Persian Saint Maiden, a holy figure from the central hardbo of the Ming Sect in Persia. When it came to Xiao Zhao's alleged betrayal, only Zhao Min believed that Xiao Zhao wouldn't actually betray Wuji. And sure enough, the next morning, Xiao Zhao was chased by the three Persian messengers. He returned only to hand over the dragon-slaying saber to Wuji, even though doing so would mean fighting Xie Shun and even betraying his own mother. In this battle, the three Persian messengers unleashed their ultimate move, the Sacred Flame Technique. This technique could incinerate anything, and even more dangerously, anyone struck by it would instantly lose their strength and all their martial arts skills. At that moment, Zhao Min noticed the writing formed from the imprint of the weapon. It turned out that the Sacred Flame Technique was the last part of the 7th level of the Great Heaven and Earth Shift Technique, which Zhang Wuji had not yet learned. Zhao Min then helped him decipher the writing. Once Wuji had comprehended and mastered the final level of the technique, he immediately used it to turn the tide and defeat the three Persian messengers. However, in the midst of the battle, Zhou Zhiruo was accidentally struck by a thrown weapon, severely injuring her.
After Xiao Zhao was rescued, Zhao Min made a request of the Golden Lion King, Shi Shun. He wanted permission to seek the secret said to be hidden within the heavenly sword and dragon-slaying saber. Shi Shun agreed, and together they set out to discover the secret. But until then, they still hadn't managed to uncover the secret they were looking for.
That night, a distant voice was heard. It belonged to Xiao Zhao's mother, which greatly worried Xiao Zhao. Apparently, there was a strict rule of the Ming Sect's Persian branch. If the Holy Maiden failed her mission, she would be burned alive by the sacred fire. To save her mother, Xiao Zhao decided to go and see her. Zhang Wuji decided to join her in helping her. Meanwhile, Wuji asked Zhang Min to stay behind to guard the Golden Lion King and the Heavenly Sword and Dragon-Slaying Saber.
Zhang Wuji tried hard to save Xiao Zhao's mother from the punishment of the sacred fire. But in the end, Xiao Zhao chose to sacrifice herself. She willingly took her mother's place as the Holy Maiden of Persia so that the punishment of being burned alive could be overturned. From then on, Xiao Zhao officially became the new Holy Maiden of Persia. In her farewell to Wuji, she explained that she already knew the secret of the great heaven and earth shift. However, for the sake of peace, she chose to keep it a secret. As a consequence of her sacrifice, Xiao Zhao could no longer be with Wuji. She had to return to Persia to fulfill her duties as a holy maiden.
Having officially become the Persian Holy Maiden, Xiao Zhao was forever forbidden to have any relationship with a man, and was not even permitted to leave her duties and station. Before parting with Wuji, Xiao Zhao revealed her true feelings. She sincerely supported Wuji's marriage to Zhao Min, believing that if he married the intelligent and kind Zhao Min, his life would be filled with happiness.
That night, after Xiao Zhao left, Wuji, the Golden Lion King, and Zhao Min drank together, using the wine and provisions Xiao Zhao had prepared beforehand. Eventually, the three of them became drunk and passed out. When Wuji awoke, he was shocked to find that the Golden Lion King and Zhao Min were gone. With their disappearance, the Heavenly Sword and Dragon-Slaying Saber also vanished. However, Wuji found Zhiruo was safe and immediately helped her heal her wounds. Zhiruo then revealed that Zhao Min was actually very cunning. She had put sleeping pills in the wine so that when everyone passed out, Zhao Min led them to a small boat. Meanwhile, Zhiruo, who had only pretended to be unconscious, waited for the right moment to escape by jumping into the sea. She was swept away by the current until she was finally found by Wuji. After her condition began to improve, Zhiruo suddenly expressed her feelings for Wuji. This led to the two spending time together in the cold weather on Ice and Fire Island.
Zhang Wuji and Zhou Zhiruo finally returned to the Ming Cult headquarters. The two decided to hold their wedding soon. On one occasion, Zhiruo told Wuji that when she was appointed head of the Amei sect, her master had passed down a master Amei martial art. However, despite months of effort, Zhiruo had not been able to master it because she lacked sufficient internal energy. Therefore, Zhiruo asked Wuji to channel his inner energy into her so she could quickly master the technique. Wuji obliged, and Zhiruo progressed rapidly. From a distance, Fan Yao observed Zhiruo, who was apparently learning the 9-yin white bone claw from the 9-yin manual. This is Mei Chao Feng's signature technique, which you can see in the 9-yin True Sutra series, and also in the Cadaverous Claws movie, a prequel to The Legend of the Condor Heroes. Links to these films can be found in the playlist in the video description.
Sometime later, at the Yimei sect, Song Qingsu of the Wudang sect, who had stabbed his master's grandfather, Zhang Sanfeng, in the previous story, appeared. He challenged all the Yimei disciples to a fight. In the fight, Min Ting was killed by the 9-yin white bone claw, which he also mastered. As Qingsu continued the slaughter, Zhiru appeared and successfully finished him off with the same technique.
The day of Wuji and Zhiruo's wedding arrived. However, just as the wedding was about to begin, Zhao Min suddenly appeared as an uninvited guest. Her presence surprised everyone. Zhao Min's purpose in coming was to demand the third promise she had made to Wuji. She asked him not to marry Zhiruo.
Wuji naturally refused the request. However, when Zhao Min showed him the Golden Lion King's hair as proof that she knew where Wuji's adoptive father was, he agreed. Wuji eventually complied with Zhao Min's request. Otherwise, Zhao Min said, Wuji would regret not being able to see his adoptive father again. This decision deeply angered and hurt Zhiruo. Despite Zhiruo's disapproval, Wuji insisted on finding his adoptive father first. He promised to return to atone for his mistake. However, Zhiruo, already hurt, became furious. In front of the guests, she declared that she had broken off relations with Wuji. Fan Yao later met with Wuji and Zhao Min. He explained that Song Qingshu's wounds were identical to Zhao Min's, caused by Zhao Zhiruo's claw technique. Fan Yao even witnessed Zhiruo practicing the deadly technique. Furthermore, Zhao Min explained that Zhiruo, knowing Song Qingshu had feelings for her, exploited those feelings to manipulate him into attacking Amai and killing Min Tiang. Furthermore, Zhiruo also taught him the cadaverous claw technique. However, after achieving her goal, Zhiruo killed Song Qingshu so that Zhiruo could ascend to the position of a My Sect leader without hindrance. Zhao Min further explained what had really happened on Ice and Fire Island. It turned out that Zhiruo had only pretended to be unconscious. She secretly stole Zhao Min's sleeping pills and mixed them with wine, causing Wuji, Zhao Min, and the Golden Lion King to become unconscious. After everyone fell asleep, Zhiruo retrieved the heavenly sword and the dragon-slaying saber to uncover the secrets they contained. She succeeded because her teacher, Mi Zhuwei, had previously instructed her on how to unite the two relics. By combining the heavenly sword and the dragon-slaying saber and rotating them, several powerful manuals emerged. One of these was the 9 Yin manual, which became a contested martial arts world in the duel on Mount Hua. You can see the story of this in the video The Great Fives from the Duel on Mount Hua series. The link to this video can also be found in the description. At that time, Zhao Min, who had woken up from her fainting spell and was still weak, could do nothing. He was forced to jump into the sea to save himself because Zhiruo intended to kill him. After successfully returning to the capital, Zhao Min immediately ordered Fan Yao to spy on Zhiruo's every move. From Fan Yao, Zhao Min finally learned that the Golden Lion King was in the Yimai dungeon. Zhao Min was unable to save him, but the Golden Lion King gave Wuji a piece of his hair as proof. After hearing Zhao Min's explanation, Wuji apologized for his long-held suspicions. In front of her master's altar in Yimei, Zhiruo declared that she had obtained the highly sought-after scripture in the martial arts world. She also married Wuji, but it was later annulled. Despite breaking her oath, Zhiruo was not afraid, even if her master became a ghost, because she now believed her abilities far surpassed his. Suddenly, Cheng Kun arrived. It turned out that Cheng Kun had colluded with Zhou Zhiruo. Now that the Golden Lion King was in Zhou Zhiruo's hands, the two planned to use him as bait to lure out and destroy the entire white martial arts sect, including Wuji and the Ming sect. If the plan succeeded, they would both be appointed high-ranking officials in King Luoyang's government and become rulers of the martial arts world. During the meeting, Zhou Zhiruo invited anyone who still held a grudge against the Golden Lion King, Xie Xun, to avenge him. However, the Ming Cult members demanded that Zhou Zhiruo release Xie Xun, as he was a key member of the Ming Cult. As a compromise, Zhou Zhiruo held a contest. Whoever emerged victorious would take Xie Xun away. Zhao Zhiruo's abilities had now reached the pinnacle of prowess, and even the Green Bat King was unable to defeat her. Wuji was shocked to see Zhiruo's rapid improvement. Zhiruo finally confessed that she had slandered Zhao Min and that she had also successfully retrieved the scriptures contained within the heavenly sword and dragon-slaying saber. However, while Zhang Wuji was fighting her in an attempt to revive her, an A-Mei disciple suddenly reported that someone had infiltrated the headquarters and slaughtered many A-Mei disciples. The perpetrator turned out to be Cheng Kun, the true traitor, who had now seized the heavenly sword and dragon-slaying Saber. He had even perfected the 71 Shaolin martial arts moves and mastered the Golden Bell Shield, a high-level physical defense technique that made his skin hard like metal and glow golden. With this incredible power, Cheng Kun was able to fend off Zhou Zhiruo's deadly cadaverous claw, or 9-yin white bone claw attack, without being injured in the slightest, then defeated her easily until Zhiruo was seriously injured and nearly died. With the mastery of two legendary relics, the Heavenly Sword and the dragon-slaying Saber, plus his perfect mastery of the 71 Shaolin martial arts moves and the invulnerability of the Golden Bell Shield, along with the support of his Mongol archers, Cheng Kun launched his ambition to dominate the martial arts world. His first move was to eliminate Zhang Wuji, the most powerful figure currently standing. A battle erupted. Zhang Wuji fought back with his signature skills, but he seemed overwhelmed by Cheng Kun's strength, bolstered by two relics and his body, which was impervious to blows and weapons. Just as Zhang Wuji was on the verge of defeat, the three messengers from Persia suddenly appeared. Their presence, armed with sacred fire weapons, proved to be a match for the power of the Heavenly Sword and the dragon-slaying Saber.
As it turned out, the three Persian messengers and Zhao Zhao's mother, Daqi, the former sacred protector of the Persian Ming Sect, had come on the orders of Zhao Zhao, who had now been ordained as a Persian holy maiden. They were tasked with assisting Wuji in handing over the sacred fire weapon, an ancient legacy of the Persian Ming Sect capable of penetrating the highest defense arts. Furthermore, the Mongol imperial army began to defect from Cheng Kun. They turned out to be more loyal to Zhao Min, the princess who had secretly loved Wuji.
With the sacred fire weapon in hand and bolstered by the heaven and earth great shift, Wuji was now able to match and even suppress Cheng Kun. Although Cheng Kun still wielded the heavenly sword and dragon-slaying Saber, and his body was protected by the Golden Bell Shield, his strength finally collapsed when he took a direct hit from the sacred fire weapon, which could penetrate his internal energy and damage the foundation of his martial arts. Without further protection, Cheng Kun was ultimately defeated. His ambition to rule the martial world was shattered along with the loss of his supernatural powers. At the end of the film, after all the problems have been resolved, the now dying Zhiruo apologizes to Wuji for all the mistakes she has made. Before Zhiruo dies, she hands over the jade given to her by Wuji to Zhao Min and tells him to marry her, the girl who has sacrificed so much for him and loved him sincerely. Thus concludes the story of New Kungfu Cult Master, a shortened version of the Heavenly Sword and Dragon-Slaying Saber series. If you enjoyed this storyline video, don't forget to like, leave a comment to share your thoughts, and of course, subscribe to this channel so you don't miss other exciting stories from the world of Wuxia. See you in the next video.